Good day, everyone, and welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to tie up one of my new little patterns here, golden stonefly. I'm tying up some new stonefly patterns here. I got some browns and some golden ones coming off. We'll do some blacks, do a nice mix. We'll get them out and get them, test drive them on the water here soon. Let's go over the materials we need to tie the fly. It just looks really well. It's good when you tie your own flies. You can trick them out a little bit, design your own, kind of copy some other patterns you like, put some new parts in there. Always experiment. That's how we develop thousands and thousands of patterns from different people, all different genres all over the world. We get to share them now. It's really nice. So I'll give you this one. It's going to be a 1720 Dishi hook, size 6. I'll be using some 20 thou lead on there and a 1/8 bead as well. And I've also put a little hump in this hook. It's a good strong nymph hook here. Make sure you're using a long, good strong hook. I like the wide gape on this fly compared to the Tiemco 200s. They got a pretty narrow gape, so I like this gape better. I'll be using some brown 6/0 thread to tie with. We'll be using some ginger goose biots for the tail and the antennae. We'll be using some dark amber schwandace for the rib, and we can use some thin skin for the wing case if you like. What I'm going to be using here on the golden stones is this chewy skin. It's a UV chewy skin. It's a really nice material, nice and flexible, and I'll use that. Looks good on there. We'll be using some fine silver wire, make a bit of a brush on the front. And my dubbing is going to be some equal parts of rock chuck, olive seal, golden brown ice dub, golden olive seal, and also some golden tan hares here in here. So there's a blend. Mark your bags if you do your custom blends, so you know. But you can get some really nice results by doing your own blending sometimes. So let's go over the materials. Now we'll go over tying the fly. Let's get the hook in the vise and get to it. Get our thread started here at the back. I've filled the whole shank with 020 lead wire. I want to make sure I get some thread over it so it stops the pattern from rolling once it's complete. Then I'll come in here with some goose biots for the tail. I just lay them kind of on the top corner of the shank, splayed out. And there's a curve pointing out. Same again, I lay that on the top. So there should be a natural splay in there. Not too bad. I'll just wrap over the butts here. Not quite the way you want them. Run the piece of thread through there. Get a soft turn. Shouldn't have fooled with them. They were pretty good the way they were. That's kind of a nice split tail on there then. Okay, now we'll bring in some of our schwandace, and I'll tie. There's a round curvature and there's the flat. I want to tie the flat up. There we go. A little hard seeing here. I got my apply quite a ways from here. It's on the camera, of course. There we go. Got my keeper. Throw a 1/2 inch in there. I'll bring in some of my custom blend. Nice buggy dubbing on here. And I just like this rotary vise. Really does a nice job on the dubbing. I get a little bit of a taper on the front, throw a little extra on there. Right, we go about halfway up the shank. Now bring my schwandace forward. About equal wraps of the schwandace and also the dubbing, so we see both. Make sure it's tied off nice and tight. Bring in my legs. So what I'll do here, these are sexy legs are called, and rubber legs. They got a nice little sheen to them here. They're really nice soft They really wiggle nice in the water. Cut one side off there, line the tips up, get my scissor there, and I should get equal sides. I'll just lash one on this side, one on this side, like I'm pointing back. That'll be good. Those will wiggle in the water really nice. I'm bringing my chewy skin off the top, about 1/8 strip I cut there. Make sure that's laying on the top. Looks like there's going to be lots of wing case on here. Now I'll get a piece of my fine wire. I'm just going to make a dubbing loop or dubbing brush out of this. You can make a dubbing loop if you don't have a rotary style vise like this. Go for that. Then I'll bring in some dubbing here. I'll bring in a little extra all the time. I can always pull a little off. I got too much. And put this on quite thick. Feel the wire start turning your hands. That's time to quit or break. There's lots in here. I'm going to bug most of this out. Tuck that out of there. There we go. I just want some nice long fibers. Then we'll come in the rear here. Get a good turn. Keep working it forward. Tie that off. Then I'll get that other half, the silly leg that I cut. There we go. On one side, stretch the other on the other. The little legs wiggle really nice. Then we'll get a couple more goose bites. Right at the head here, I just tie them right behind the bead. Curvature out. I kind of have them facing upright a little bit too. Don't want to go them straight up. I am facing up a little bit. Then we'll just pull our chewy skin over, which stretches a mile, this stuff. And tie it back over itself. Anytime you have anything that stretches like that, tie it back over itself. And we'll just give a few turns here with my thread. Finish that. A little bit of a space. Fish won't mind anyway. There we go. We'll just bring a wire brush in here at this time, pick this out. You see that nice dubbing there? That looks really good in the water. I've used this blend before in many patterns, and it works really good. I scored some of that rock chuck from a buddy of mine in this down south, and well, I'll tell you, I'll give him a kidney for another hide. It's a real good one. You can find it. It's hard to find. But any rough hair like that you can mix in there with. It just gives a little buggy, natural hair look to it. Put my torch on there for the UV, make it more durable. You can see this fly here. It's a real buggy but lifelike looking stone. I think the fish are going to really agree. Once they get it wet, that fibers will come back, and it changes a bit of color too. But that ice tub in there, and then all those hairs, like they have the natural and synthetic blended. So there it is, my little golden stonefly. So give that one a whirl. Hope to see you in the water. And thanks again for watching.